Our DM is in a tiny vacuum.
Hello.
What?
Good to see everyone.
Been a hot minute.
You're in a different room, right, Henry?
Uh, in a different room?
Than your normal space where you normally stream from?
Oh, no.
Oh, I think that is it just me or is
No, Windows update.
Yeah, I think your mic is set to the wrong microphone. It might be picking up your webcam mic or something because it doesn't sound like normal you.
Oh.
Windows updates.
Windows update.
That explains so much. That explains so fucking much. All my friends, for the last 2 or 3 weeks, everyone complained firstly, why I was so loud. Secondly, why you could hear the cars from outside when I had my window open. And I don't know, I changed all the settings, even on my mic right here next to me. And I didn't understand, and I didn't see that it switched back to the default microphone. Oh god.
Windows update.
That explains so much. Oh man. Ah god. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
Windows
good.
updates suck. They reset everything. It's bad. Why does it do it? Who knows?
It is. Oh man. Okay. But that should be fine now. I'm too quiet. Now I am loud enough. Perfect. Ah. All right. So.
Is it just me or does Henry sound way better?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man. Okay. So, I have done stuff in StreamerBot. So now you can just write exclamation point and the name of the character to switch the little character info part.
Huh. Yeah.
Yo, that's so cool. What the fuck?
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So I don't have to deal with that myself anymore.
That's nice.
Perfect. So, that is the wrong way around. I want that like this.
Yeah,
and then like this.
Pretty
Oh.
hurt for Peter here.
We don't have any fan art yet. As soon as I have fan art for Peter or other NPCs, I'm gonna add that and I'll just have a little picture of them come up.
Love this.
George.
I feel like we'd be remiss not to have art of George already.
I mean, I think it would be pretty easy to do.
It's like that's my specialty right there.
Bush.
Yeah.
I'll just go outside and take a picture of the thickest bush I can find.
Oh boy.
Oh, and Kadir, I could have done. Yeah. I forgot Kadir. That's on me. Okay. Great. So. Do you all feel good and well to play today?
Yeah.
You know what? Now that I'm here, second thoughts, honestly.
Nah.
I'm just a little bit burned out, honestly. Like a little bit burned out after that
Yeah.
fire we just got out of.
Well, I can say that I haven't planned combat for today, so as long as you
I'm
guys
so
don't
excited.
do weird stuff, you should be
I'm very
fine.
excited to see how my character progression is gonna let Sarah find her faith.
Sorara gets her lore.
There are a couple places that you haven't visited yet on
True.
the island.
There's a whole map that we haven't explored yet.
Exactly. So as I mentioned, I have prepared a bunch of exploration, and I am very excited to see how that plays out. So we will see.
I have to remember how to play her again.
We all do.
Okay. Would anyone like to give us a little recap of what happened recently?
Stevie, do you want to go ahead?
I'll give a little recap from myself. After we beat the necromancer and the basilisk, I pickpocketed a stone, and the stone turned out to be an evil, deep, dark, mind numbing, and torturous stone that now I am mortally afraid of.
Oh yeah, you and Iraq got into it. You were doing some weird sex stuff. And I don't think we really wanted to get in between all of that, but you know.
Sometimes life's not fair.
That's all that I remember.
And Sorara was about to make breakfast for everyone.
Mhm.
And she has Kadir on her shoulder right now.
Yes, I have baby dragon.
Right, so after Soek had a less relaxing night, he gave the stone away and went back to sleep to catch some Z's, at least. And the rest of you were starting to wake up the next day, and you were going to prepare breakfast to have, and I don't know, talk about what you were going to do next. And oh god, I need to get rid of WhatsApp web. That is so annoying. How do I get rid of that? Sorry, friends.
I can also just we found a map. We got handed a map because the dude didn't need it anymore, which was pretty sweet. Because even though he's a jerk, he gave us a map, and that's pretty sweet. And then also, Iraq was tripping, and that was a whole thing. And then, yeah, now Iraq is like a warlock. I don't know if we know this or not.
We don't.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right. Exactly. Iraq touched the stone, went to a very dark place where she met a
Like
creature,
Florida or something.
basically. What seemed to be a cloaked figure somehow connected to the crow that seemed to keep appearing in that dark place. And when everything went back to normal, she realized that 2 of her feathers had turned black. So that's where we're getting back into the game. Sarara is currently preparing breakfast. Arak is in her tent after all that, and Orsolon and Finn are currently in the process of waking up. The stage is yours. Who would like to
I remember
begin?
what the last thing I did was. I think it was just come back home.
You all went to sleep, and now you're waking up.
Yep.
Oh.
I don't know. Let's go get some brekkie.
I want to go get some. Yeah.
All right, Arak, do you join the others as well?
Yeah.
Can,
I'm gonna look for some bugs.
no, we'll get some breakfast first. I'll check out. I'll ask after.
Yo, what's cooking?
So as they enter the breakfast, like the dining hall, I would assume, they just see Sarah carrying a bunch of plates on her arms to prepare the table, and then she just has like Kadir trying to carry something with his claws beside her, flapping his wings really quickly to try and keep up with her. And they're just like, she's just laughing because he's so adorable. And then as she sees them, she's like, "Oh, good morning! Did you all sleep well?"
Feels like it's been like a month. What a night.
Just gonna look at those plates and undo my belt a little bit. I'm prepared for Sarara's cooking.
Good, my friend, good. I've made plenty for us all.
All right. So
Let me have it.
as you're setting the table, Peter also joins you. Seems still half asleep and just sits down and not really taking in anything around him, just waits for coffee to be poured.
Good morning, Peter.
Morning.
So
how
Sarah
are
said,
things here when we're away?
I think he was asking Peter.
Oh, Peter. Yeah.
What?
Sorry. Peter, how are things here while we're away?
Nothing really happened. I finished the painting on the ship, and I just prepared a couple resources, wood and stuff to. I don't know. I don't know what your plan is, so I just prepared in case you wanted to upgrade the camp, or I don't know. I didn't after painting the ship. I didn't really have a task anymore, so yeah, I was basically just waiting for you guys to get back and tell me what the plan is.
Well, we met this kind of. He was kind of an asshole. But you know, we dealt with that guy, and I don't really know what the next plan is. We got this. We got a map.
Did you kill someone?
We
I mean,
killed the
did you
basilisk.
Did you find someone?
I think Finn's right. We have to define someone there.
You killed a basilisk.
Oh yeah, that was
Not
fun.
bad. That is actually
Yeah.
quite astounding.
Yeah, just think, Peter, we killed a basilisk, but we couldn't even kill you. You must be great.
Well, to be fair, you could have killed me. I was.
Hmm. Okay, I tried the whole motivating thing, guys. It didn't really work.
Good job.
You tried your best.
It felt good. Thank you for that. But
No.
I'm just, I don't know, more of the realistic kind of guy, so
Yeah, okay. Noted.
you might have to try that on people that are more gullible than I am.
Ooh. But no,
Well-
the guy, he left. He like trapped us in the cave a little bit, and then he left. He was kidnapping people. It was a whole thing, man. It was a whole thing. He was a piece of work.
Oh, okay, so there was that asshole and the basilisk, and you killed the basilisk, but not that guy.
Well, I don't think I can speak to the basilisk's character. We didn't really have a chat.
He was, I think, a necromancer. Is that how you say that?
Did he revive people? Kind of,
Yeah.
but not really.
Yeah, he had.
Then that's a
like
necromancer, yeah.
He had an army of zombies, and he was forcing us to fight the basilisk, as he said, for science.
For
But-
science.
He was a very bad person. I don't think he expected us to survive that fight either.
Did
honestly.
he tell you why he did all that?
He said something about. At first, I thought he made sense because he was saying that he was trying to do something to change the system and to restore something and to help people, and that in order to do that, you had to make sacrifices so that you can gather the knowledge and everything to actually achieve your goals. But yeah, then he started being really rude and mean, and I didn't like him anymore.
So more like a real asshole kind of person, or more like doing the wrong things for the right reasons person?
I don't think he shared enough of his motives for me to judge that, but I think that both Iraq and Ocelot had like better views on that because they got really upset.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I stopped listening to him partway through what he was talking about, so I'm amazed that Sarah actually remembers all that. He was a real asshole.
But you said you didn't kill him, right? He left. Do you think you'll see him again? What will you do if you kill him? If you meet him again, will you kill him?
I think
Should I prepare stuff in case we have to fight him?
I mean, he didn't seem like he was. He didn't really. He didn't really care about. He he was just kind of looking for a bit of entertainment or something. He just seemed like a real butt, but not like a vengeful butt.
I I can't say that I'm disappointed in not having to fight a necromancer. So good.
Yeah, I mean, like,
So
we could probably take him. He's just a dude.
That's the spirit.
did you find any other stuff? Any other information on what is happening to this world? I mean,
Oh, no, he was
that
like-
was what you wanted to do, right?
Oh yeah, he was like kidnapping people that were turned into stone and all sorts, and we find some elves.
They've been living here for a really long time. Their grandfather actually says that he knows how the world used to be before everything changed. And I really want him to tell me more about that.
There
But
are
the
there
others didn't seem so interested.
there are people living here. Isn't this island supposed to be some kind of battle royale type death place?
I don't know, man. We we killed some things, and there were some elves, and they took us in, and we had a little rest. And Sarara was gonna talk to that guy for a very long time. So I honestly, it was good that we left because we would probably still be there otherwise. And yeah, a
He
little
was
family.
willing to share his knowledge with us. We should listen.
Oh, I don't want to listen. Um, he, yeah, there was big guy, old guy, and little guy.
Girl,
I don't remember their names.
she was a girl.
Huh.
So if there are people living here, how didn't the government find them? I mean, they came here quite a couple times. I
I'll
mean,
be honest.
the only reason that you captured me was because we were preparing another operation, right? So
Yeah.
I'll
but-
be honest with you. I don't think they care much about what happens after they leave these people here.
Mhm.
I don't think we ever did ask how they got here, did we?
They've
I
been here for generations.
They did say that they got brought here by the government. I do remember them talking
No,
about
they-
that.
The younger guys were born here, no?
I mean, at least for a while after every purge, when they bring the people here, some of the fights in the beginning are even observed through scrying spells and stuff like that. I don't really know how that works, but they they even have public viewings for that stuff. So
Maybe
I
the
don't know.
kind of
I didn't
magic,
think anyone would have survived.
maybe the kind of magic that they were using was all just an illusion.
Looked real.
That who was using? Oh, the government.
Yeah, yeah.
I only saw, I don't know, 2 or 3 fights, but they were quite intense, and it looked real. So I always thought that there was nobody left. Huh.
They seem
As
pretty
we've
good at hiding.
seen, yeah, and as we've seen, not everything is just as black and white as we think it is. I think that's one of the takeaways I've made from starting this journey.
Hmm. That it, well, it's promising to get interesting. I feel. I I mean, you're at the front. I'm just your pilot, so I might have quite a nice spot to just sit back and watch.
Maybe you will
Can't
be
say
the
I don't
one
like that.
to get to tell everything and write it down.
Oh yeah, if you guys die, I'm a tell people your story. Well, just try not to die, okay? I don't really have a reason to live, if not so that I can say that you captured me and forced me to fly your ship. So, what exactly is it we're doing next? What's
Well, we have the map, so we can see if we want to explore the rest of the island.
There might be
okay?
dragons here.
There might be dragons here. Yeah, that is true. That is true.
So you where
When
did
he
you get a
says
map?
dragon, when he says dragons, Kadir just nudges Finn's foot.
Hello.
Well,
Just
Kadir is a
look
dragon.
at him.
Kadir is a dragon.
Hmm.
Just a tiny one.
Yeah, about that, I don't think if it is a good idea to teach that thing that it fits inside the ship. It might not fit anymore at some point, and if it tries to get in, yeah, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's Solbeck's pet companion, so we don't. Do we actually know? Do we actually know how big this dragon is gonna get?
No.
Maybe when he's awake, we can ask him.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Okay, so you said you have a map of this island?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so firstly, where did you get it? And okay, let's see.
Despite that guy being an asshole, this map is pretty great.
Oh, so it was that guy that gave you the map as well.
The necromancer. He essentially said his testing was over and he didn't need it anymore because he was done with this island. So he left it with us.
Sounds good.
So I don't think he's coming back because he
so-
said he was going somewhere else.
Okay, so you put the map on the table, or what? How do you want to do this?
I mean, all the food's on the table. Have we eaten the food yet?
Friends, he's gone, and we still haven't found what we were looking for here. We can explore.
We can explore to see if there are any other ships or if maybe there are some other people from the Bearded Triangle that made it here.
Did we move the ship? I'm trying to remember if we did that last time. I felt like we were talking about where to move it, but I can't remember if we did move it.
You didn't.
We haven't decided on that yet.
Oh, okay. I think we were talking about that when we were going to sleep on it. Okay, perfect. Sorry, gotcha.
I can't really show you where you are, but you're basically right to the west of the Giants Forest in that little
Okay.
bay, basically.
What if we take this time, knowing the necromancer isn't here, knowing the basilisk isn't here, to actually explore? I mean, I don't know where else we're going to go anyway.
Yeah, we have runes to go look through.
I'm with Sarara. I would like to talk to the old man again. Finn, I don't think you should come along for that.
Yep. You're right.
I don't think he's really
Oh, he is
your
not my
type.
speed. Mm-mm. For all my faults, I know what I like, okay? And I can't listen to him for much longer.
We should find out what his name is. Maybe it's Walter.
Oh God.
Well, Sarara, would you like to come with me and maybe we can find that old man and see if we can get any more information out of him?
Psst.
Oh, did the beginning of that cut off? Sorry, that was to Sarara.
Oh, sorry. What?
I said, would you like to come with me and see if we can find any information from the old man?
Yes, yes, absolutely. I'd love to.
So that old man that you're talking about, does he live in that little settlement right in the forest here? And he taps on the map. Okay, so you'll probably have to go there on foot, as I don't know if I can fit the ship there. On the
Should
other
we move?
hand, that map probably isn't that accurate. So yeah, if you want to move the ship, you just have to tell me.
I think for now we are okay. We've made our way there before. We should hopefully be fine.
All right.
And plus, I'll be honest, it seems like everything on this island wants to kill us, except for right here where the ship is. And I'm worried about George. So if we move,
Oh, George is fine.
well,
I watered him.
well, that's good. Guys, I don't know if I trust Peter to protect George. We definitely could have killed him.
He's doing a good job, I think.
He did water him. That's a step up from last time.
We might have to get some fertilizer somewhere.
Oh,
But,
I think there's plenty of that.
Oh, where?
Maybe we can bring some back when we talk to the old man again.
You think he has fertilizer? I mean, I could probably set up a compost to. We have a lot of plants around here, so. But that might take a while to decompose.
We also do have potato peels and other bio remnants. If you want to use those, I'm sure it would be great if they don't go to waste.
Sure. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'll build a compost. That should only take a couple hours. Should be fine.
Maybe by that time we will be back.
I'm gonna start a list. What do we need while we're out?
Grocery shopping, let's go!
So we need fertilizer.
Answers?
Do they sell
Okay.
those?
All right, fertilizer. Answers. Okay. Anyone else need anything?
I need, yeah. I feel like I need better swords. But I don't think we're gonna find some swords right there.
The bread with the seeds in it. That one.
With the what?
Bread with all the little seeds in it. You know, all the seeds.
Oh, okay. Okay. Adding that. Okay. Multi-grain bread. Anything else? Anyone think Sobek needs anything? Blanket? He looked kind of cold last night.
I mean, I think he's doing better now without having the stone. So,
Maybe we
I
get
also-
a new stone.
I don't think he likes stones very much anymore.
I mean, I could give him Carl if he wants it.
I forgot you had Carl.
I finally walk into the mess hall.
Ah, Sobek, good morning.
Nothing good.
Did you manage to get some more sleep?
A little. And then
That
I
is-
look at Arak and just back up in fear.
That is good. I prepared you your plate with meat, like usual. Sit down and have a good breakfast.
I tried to save you from yourself, man.
Where's the rock? And I'm backing up slowly even more.
Don't worry about it
I'll hand him Carl
before you
at
find
this
it under your
point.
pillow.
Can I take like some psychic damage or something?
From Carl.
Yeah, hey, look, he'll help you. Here.
The rolling.
I mean, if you would like to, you can take 2 psychic damage from Carl.
I'll take the 2 damage.
Okay, Carl the Rock, the Pebble, did officially deal 2 damage in this campaign.
So strong.
I am now adding Carl the Pebble as an NPC.
Get your pencils out, guys. Let's do it.
Stones are evil, dude. Stones are evil.
What about rocks?
Same thing.
No, they're not.
Total damage 2. Perfect.
I just go over and start eating my plate and just looking down at it.
Sarah gently sets Kadir next to Solbek and gives Solbek like a small pat on the head. And then she turns to Ocelot and says, I am ready to leave whenever you are. If I can leave the cleanup of the table and everything else up to you guys?
Peter just looks around, a little confused. What exactly happened last night?
Well, you see, it's a long story, and it involves an evil stone, a magical stone.
That rock did not look special to me, to be honest.
It kind of was, I guess.
So you're telling me the giant crocodile guy that when I first met him just ripped people's heads off and threw them at other people is now scared of a pebble?
Yep.
Not just any pebble, just the pebble that Arak has.
Oh,
What's wrong with Carl?
so you weren't scared of the of Finn's pebble.
No, the threat that she said she'll put it under my pillow.
So you
So
would
the-
take Carl.
Okay, so bird lady, you have a rock, an evil rock.
I ask her.
Are we safe? Should that evil rock be on our airship?
Don't worry
I-
about it.
I ask her, Rock, did you go to the dark, lonely place as well?
That was quite nice, actually. Made some new friends.
I was there for hours and there was nobody there.
They weren't looking for you.
Is this the sex stuff again? I'm so lost.
It's not.
Peter looked terrified for a second, and now it's just confusion again. So, wait, what?
What? Hey, we're talking about tying each other up. I don't know, man.
I stole the stone from the necromancer. It was magical. I kept it from the Urok, and it teleported me to a deep, dark, lonely place where there was nothingness and just a void.
Well, that's very different from what I thought was going on.
But it's all okay now, right?
I'm still afraid of it.
And that's okay. You don't have to worry about it anymore because it's not
I am as
gonna come near you.
I don't want some weird, evil, dark sex stone on my ship.
I don't think there's anything sexual about this stuff.
Why?
I'm
Why?
confused. Is it or isn't it?
It's not. At least I would assume so. For what I have witnessed, you all went to bed. I was there taking care of everything, and there was nothing sexual going on. At least nothing that would qualify as sexual in the mating rituals that I am aware of.
What does the stone look like?
It was just a stone to me.
I mean,
I think it had an engraving.
It was very
I didn't-
curvy.
It didn't look too close.
seems odd to have to describe a stone. It seems self-explanatory.
It looked like a rock, not a rat.
Well, as long as you keep your weird, dark, lonely dungeon stuff to yourselves, I don't see a problem. But
We'll invite
please,
you next time.
please, whoa, no, don't.
I'm like, never again, please no.
Please don't bring any more evil rocks back.
No
I'm sorry,
promises.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we can promise that.
I mean, we will try not
Please,
to get
please,
them near
please,
you.
please don't bring back too many rocks in general. I mean, this ship has a maximum capacity to fly, so rocks may not be the best idea. I mean, if you want to, you can bring back evil feathers, or I don't know.
I don't think we'll be bringing back any more bad rocks because everything is settled now and all is okay, right?
Why would you bring back bedrock?
I preen a little bit and give him one of my feathers.
How do we keep getting rocks?
We just got. I mean, Finn
It's
picked
just our
one
thing
up
now.
as a friend, and I guess I mean when Stevie pickpocketed the necromancer, I'm not sure he expected to actually get a rock. But that's what happened. So, yeah.
I'm gonna take that feather from Peter. Give me that, and I'll start tying it to Carl so we can have like a little accessory.
Oh.
Give him a little bit of character.
Oh.
Wait, now when you say it's our thing, now it is a sex thing. I'm very confused.
Yeah, I don't know what these people are like, man.
Where are the rest of you gonna go? We're gonna go talk to the old man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna build a compost.
Peter, were there any weapons on the ship?
Oh yeah.
Do you think there's gonna be
Swords.
any like, yeah,
Crossbows.
got any of them long swords? Any of them rapiers? Anything?
Are there any arrows?
Me, probably, yeah,
That-
sure. I mean, we have it's nothing special, so don't expect there to be any type of incredibly great weapons. They're just
Like, I
steel.
feel like I can deal with something a little bit heavier now. You know, I just feel like I'm feeling good.
Yeah, sure. We can go through the crates.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go and look at the crates.
Oh yeah. Peter comes with you. You go to the loading bay, and there are a couple of crates with weapons. Yeah, crossbows, bows, arrows, swords.
I replenish my quiver.
All right. How many arrows do you take?
I'm gonna take 8.
8. All right. Let me note that down.
Can I swap my short swords for some long swords? I still want to keep my mouth sword.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Say, did you say mouth sword?
How many
Ah.
arrows are in one full quiver? 30, right?
20,
20. Okay, so
but I did steal Peter's Finn's quiver as well.
Well, I give you 19 of my arrows. Okay.
I took the quiver.
You didn't take the quiver. It's right here.
Can I have the quiver then?
Yes.
I take the quiver, by the way.
mm-hmm. Mm. All right. I have made a plan for what we have on the ship now. All right. So you take 8 arrows. Finn, what did you want to take?
Mm-hmm. I want to leave my short swords and take some long swords.
So you leave 2 short swords and take 2 long swords?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you find a crate with 4 long swords. So you take 2 of them. Anyone else want to look for something?
I have 2 very good functioning fists. I'm fine.
I have a club. I'm good.
I'm gonna go outside and start tanning the basilisk hide.
All right.
Why is there a laser rifle on D&D Beyond?
Wait, what?
I can't
Hell
take
yeah.
a laser rifle, can I?
I can look that up as I can. Okay, what?
What the fuck is a laser rifle? It does radiant damage? Oh my goodness.
Probably some
that makes
artificer stuff.
sense. That makes sense, but wait, so where did you find this?
I managed inventory and I went to add weapons.
What?
What?
Laser rifle. Why is there
Yeah,
lots of
Larry
sci-fi?
said it. Larry said it. There's a lot
Yeah.
of sci-fi campaigns.
I don't know, but the amount of stuff that D&D
With-
Beyond doesn't let you do without buying handbooks, seeing a laser rifle being there is a little bit weird.
It was probably like custom content that was put in and then just like made available for everyone.
That is interesting, though. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh my!
Oh.
And I helped.
I can't wait till I get a laser rifle.
Oh, you won't.
A druid dressed like a turtle with a laser rifle. This is what I wanted from D&D. You guys are right. I didn't know before right now.
How the fuck do you take stuff out of your inventory in D&D Beyond? I just want to get rid of these swords.
You can't you just delete it?
But where?
Uh,
On equip. Aha, there it is. It's in small fucking print. Let's go, dude. Okay, good. Thank you. I have swapped my swords.
nice.
I took dual wielder, so it's not a good feat, but it's a thematic feat, so we're going with it. I got 2 long swords instead of short swords.
Perfect.
Thank yous.
All right. So if everyone has whatever they need, I'll
Oh,
pack those back up. And we didn't really look at the map now, so would you like to? Oh, and you said you wanted to go to that weird old guy first. All right. Whatever. I have stuff to do.
I wonder if there's anything cool in the boxes that's not what. Nah.
What do you need? We have weapons.
Is there anything in there that's not weapons?
We have a couple rations that we loaded up. And then yeah, we have a couple of crates with stuff that I don't really know what there is, but probably some. Well, that would be weapons as well, but I guess we might have a couple explosives. I don't know what are you looking for? There are quite quite a number of crates, so going through each and every one would take a while.
I think I'm okay.
All right. Anyone else? Nope.
Maybe when we get back.
All right. And he begins closing the crates back up.
Explosives would have come in handy before.
Hmm. I actually would have.
Yeah. We probably should have looked through the crates beforehand.
I do
Hindsight.
reckon when we get back to the ship, we should probably take an inventory stop just to make sure that we know what is on our ship.
That's a good point.
All right.
Also, do we take the map with us to the old man? If he's been here around, maybe he can help us testify or verify how accurate it is.
That's a good point. And we previously found our way because of uh Finn and Sobek, right?
I
Oh,
know.
yeah,
And if,
there's no way I'm getting lost right there, but there's also no way I'm talking to that old man.
yeah, so I think we're on our own.
Let us take the map then to make sure that we don't get lost.
All right.
I'm like, I hear them about to leave, and I'm like, if y'all want to wait like 20 minutes so I can finish canning this, I can join y'all with my dragon, by the way.
We can, sure. I don't mind.
What's with the dragon? What do you say?
I'll take him along with me.
All right.
I'm not going to leave what makes me strong in the ship.
I mean, to be fair, you're already pretty strong, but having Kadir with us is definitely very nice. Because
And
he's
it's
cute. Yeah.
Where is Kadir right now?
With me tanning the basilisk hide.
On the ground next to you, or
Yeah, on the ground next to me.
okay? Talking about Kadir, you look at him, and for a moment you're wondering if he got taller, larger, a bit.
I
You-
say hi in Draconic.
He looks at you and squawks. Ah.
Do you understand me yet, buddy?
He kind of nods. He does something that could be interpreted as nodding.
I'll take that as a yes. You're a good boy.
He looks satisfied.
Oh, he's so cute. I feel like Sarah wants to learn Draconic just so she can talk with Kadir.
Yeah, so Peter is just somewhere off to the side, preparing whatever he needs to build the compost.
So I asked Sarara, where are y'all planning on going by yourselves?
We wanted to go back to the old man to find out more about the island and the history of the world.
And what would the one rule we decided to do on this island?
Huh?
Stay together because of everything trying to kill us?
That's
Everything
true.
does want to kill us. That's true.
But Finn didn't want to talk to the old man.
I could. I
He
could
can stay outside.
Oh, that was so well synced up. Holy shit. I mean, okay.
But
I don't mind.
I'm like, should we bring a rock here but with us or let her stay?
I mean,
I mean,
she.
one hand you're saying we should all stick together because everything's trying to
Yeah.
kill us, and then right after you're like, should we leave someone behind?
She scares me with that rock.
Well,
Have you seen
she's
yourself,
free.
sir? You scare lots of people.
She's a free
True.
individual. She can make her own decisions. But if you say that the party should stay together, I think that she should come along. Also, if we're a team, you will have to get over your fear for her eventually. Right?
We will see.
Here, I have an idea. Hey, Rack, you want to come find some bugs while we go talk to an old man?
Fuck yeah.
All right, there you go.
I start having one tear just fall down my eye.
Sarah gives him more pets.
Does he want some bugs?
Oh, it's
Do,
so funny.
do lizard folk have allergies? Looks like Sobek has some allergies.
Are you allergic to the basilisk hide?
I don't
Are
think
you-
so. It's a very tough hide, so I doubt I'm allergic to it.
Is it George?
Okay, if you're making me choose between Sobek and George, I know who I'm picking. Okay.
Because we could probably move George like away from your room.
At least my pet is cute.
What are you trying to say about George?
He's a plant, not a dragon.
He's also not our pet, he's our friend.
He speaks.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Nature always speaks if you listen.
That was very well said.
Have y'all showed Kadir George yet?
Sounds like you haven't read a good bush lately.
I don't know what that means.
Henry, am I done with the hike yet?
Yeah, sure.
All done. Ready to go.
All
Right.
right, let's depart then.
All right, so everyone is going. I assume.
Remember last time we split
think
up? I think it's best we just go together. I got stuck with Walter.
All right. So over the course of about 2 hours, you make your way to the settlement, to the little hut of the elves that you met. The door is closed. You hear Gerda from inside.
Can
Playing.
can I quickly mention real quick that I would probably like take some sort of prepped meal as like a thank you gift in return for their hospitality when we were pretty beaten down.
You still have a couple of portions of the feast leftovers.
Yeah, I'd probably like wrap those up neatly and then
You have,
use them as kind of a
two
gift.
days worth of food with that. So for the current day and the next day, or for the current day, if you want to give 1 day's worth of the feast leftovers to them.
I think I'm gonna give 1 day's worth
All right.
of leftovers.
All right. So you have 1 day left. Tick. All right.
While we're traveling, I do look for a sprig of I go back to the bush of grape berry, of mistletoe,
Mhm.
and then cash goodberry, and split it up while I'm among the party again.
Good berry, let's go.
All right. So same as
Inventory.
last time, you get your big berries.
The on the way traveling here, it just very much reminded me of oh my goodness, I'm trying to think of the game it is, but essentially like you map out a course, and when your characters are traveling to the location, you can just like you'll see like on the map your little character will move, but it'll get stopped and it'll be like, oh, you're ambushed by a random encounter fight and blah blah. So like I'm sitting here and I'm just like, oh, we're gonna get screwed by something. Something's gonna attack us. And you said, okay, it takes about 2 hours and you're there. I'm like, yippee!
Yeah,
I was so excited.
I mean, that's basically what random encounters are. But
Yeah.
they can lead to sessions being very long and boring and repetitive, so sometimes I just don't do that.
Yeah, this
He
was
has
very
travel
exciting for
planned.
me to realize that that's where video games get it from.
All right,
I go
so
knock on the door.
you knock on the door and it opens and you see Matthias standing there. Oh, it's you guys. Come in. And he goes to the side to let you in. When you go in, Gerda looks at you, maybe a bit disappointed, because she has to be quiet again. Um,
I
the
just
old
like
elf,
Diego.
the old
I
elf
like
is
Diego.
sitting in his chair, snoring.
I'd like to Diego play with the little girl again.
She seems less disappointed. So what can I do for you? Did you kill the beast that attacked us?
We did.
We did.
Oh, that's a relief.
It was a basilisk.
I don't know what it is, but we are very grateful that you helped us. We can't really repay you because we don't have anything. But if you need someone to work for you, if that's how I can thank you, then I'll gladly do that.
We did not come here for that. First of all, we wanted to thank you, and she places down the food that she prepared from the feast, like the leftovers, for your hospitality and for taking us in when we were injured. Also, we've come here because we wanted to learn more about this island and about the history that your grandfather said they know of. So we came back to like ask about this, and also we have a map now, so we wanted to confirm with you guys how accurate it actually is.
Oh, yeah. So my grandpa is here. He's sleeping, but I can just wake him up. And I don't know. I uh I traveled a bit on this island, so I may be able to uh tell if the map is accurate or not. But I haven't seen a map of this island yet, so I'd have to compare with where I went. So I don't know if I can judge really.
It is a start. It's a start.
Okay, then let's see. And he waits for you to get the map out.
Who has the map? Do I have the map?
I think so. You want to take it.
Okay. I'm gonna like spread out the map and like show it to him.
All right. So we are here, and he taps on the settlement. There's the forest. Those two big rivers. Look accurate. The mountains. I've never been north of the mountains, but I've been to the ruined city, so that's accurate. So the southwestern part looks good. I I don't know about proportions, but I don't think that's that important, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
So it
Um,
seems to be accurate from what I can tell.
Did you encounter anything dangerous while exploring these areas?
Oh yeah.
Just so we are prepared that we should not just wander about carelessly.
I mean, you came through the forest, so you might have realized, but there are quite a couple things that hunt everything. And I haven't seen that much in the ruins, but still, I'd be careful or wherever you go on this island, because this island is I mean, yeah, there are many very dangerous creatures, but what makes this island dangerous the most is that it is pretty unforeseeable. Often things happen that you didn't really think would be possible. So
Like
All right.
what?
when I was in the ruins, I think that I might have seen a ghost. I don't know if ghosts exist, and I'm not sure, but as I said, things happen. And I don't know what is possible and what not. I just know that this island is able to catch you off guard sometimes.
I mean, I think we literally saw zombies outside, so that doesn't sound implausible.
Yeah, who knows what evil the necromancer did all over this island.
Wait, a necromancer?
Yeah, he ran off though. He teleported away before we could really fight him or anything.
Well, that is not too good to hear. I mean, you got rid of the basilisk thing, but
He said he would done with the island if that makes it anything better for you. He said he would done and gave us the map.
I just hope he left for you.
It was a whole thing. We didn't like him very much.
I think necromancers often seem worse than they are. I think it's a lot of how do you say prejudice? Often people with a dark appearance seem more evil than they are. Just as well as sometimes the people that you think you can trust the most are the ones that betray you in the end.
That is sad.
Well, when my grandfather was thrown out of the village of the camp, it came as a shock as well. He was the oldest person there. and
How long?
we went with him so that
How
he
long
wouldn't
has
be
your-
alone.
How long has your grandpa been on this island?
I don't exactly know, to be honest. Before I was born.
Let's wake him up and ask if the map's accurate for him. He's probably been around this island a whole lot longer and traveled.
Oh yeah, he has. All right. I'll wake him up, and he goes over. Opa, Opa, wach auf. Die wollen mit dir reden. Komm. And they come over to you. Yes.
Sir, can you take a look at this map we got?
What about it?
Is it accurate? Like, we've only been through the forest and a little bit of the mountains.
It's not perfect, but looks good.
And then you promised us stories.
I'd love to know more. You say that no one believes you. Well, I would like to.
To listen to me or to believe me?
Oh,
You say that now. Let's wait until after you heard the stories. I mean, I could tell you the stories now, but we could also, if you have stuff to do, we could also wait for the evening and do it around a nice campfire.
We did bring you some food, by the way. Our chef cooked it. She's an amazing cook.
oh, thank you.
He looks at the pot on the table. Oh, that is very nice of you. What is it?
Well, you see, we all have very different tastes, so I tried to accommodate for all of it, and I made a variety of dishes. And then she just starts listing down what kind of dishes and leftovers she brought from like approximately like 10 dishes, and then she goes into detail to talk about how to prepare every dish for at least 5 to 10 minutes.
He nods and goes, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Ah, mm-hmm. That kinda... The techniques that you used to prepare this resemble those of a cuisine of from a place in the old world, from a region in the old world. That that is quite interesting. But
Really?
that's how you see that culture lasts even through the worst catastrophes that may come.
Well, the temple that I am from is very old, and the traditions are very
Traditional?
yeah, I guess you could say that.
I guess that's what they are for. Okay, so let's sit down. And he sits down. What what would you like to know?
How far have you explored this island, and how many years have you been here?
Good question. I mean, I have seen quite a lot of this island. Not everything. I haven't been that far north, I visited the settlement between the Devil's Plate and the marshlands. The Devil's Plate is that's what they call the desert in the north. But I haven't been north of the settlement. But apart from that, I haven't been in the region north of the mountains. I always traveled east, in the east of the mountains. But I think apart from that, I've been pretty much everywhere.
Okay.
And for how long have I been here? They brought me here before the purges were a thing. I don't know. Must have been here 40 years? 50? Maybe 60? I don't really recall.
Mm-hmm. I see.
I just know that I had a very young child before I was brought here. I wonder how he's doing.
Do you know? Can you tell us his name? I
Oh,
am well traveled in the outside world.
well, I don't really know what happened to him after I was brought here. If his mother was smart, she took on a new name so that she couldn't be traced back to me. So can't really tell.
Hmm. Um, the purge, the competitions that they're setting up, were they real?
What do you mean with were they real?
Did they really film and follow people that they put on this island to fight each other and then take back the strongest person that came out of these battles?
They like to look at the first couple of fights, yes. That's why every time there is a purge, we hide until the spells wear off, and we can hopefully prevent the fighters, the contestants, of killing each other. Those that are left, then.
Mm-hmm. I see. I see. That makes sense then. Okay. That pieces things a bit together. Um, Now you were talking about that the way I prepare meals was ways that they used in the old world.
Yes.
So please tell us what happened in the catastrophe and what the old world was like.
Oh, well, I'd say the biggest difference was that land didn't float in the air. You know, the thing that you young people call the core was the core of the world back then. Nobody could go there. The world was in one piece, and you had oceans of liquid water between the land. So you could go basically anywhere on the world without the need to fly. And then what happened? I don't really know the details of it, but it broke up. It crumbled, and pieces began floating away, and everyone thought that the end had come. But at some point, when the core was at the surface as a burning land and the rest of the world was floating around in giant islands, it calmed down, and those who survived started anew.
So the core is just land?
Back when I was young, they taught us that the core was a ball of, what did they say? Solid iron, I believe. They said that between the earth and the core was a lot of liquid stone. So I don't really remember what they meant by that.
Good stone. Like mud? Or lava?
Mm, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, when you go underground in a cave, it gets colder because the sun doesn't reach you. So and lava is really hot. So I don't know if it could be lava, because then it would need to get hotter the deeper you go.
So I think if it's mud, what if? So that means if people fall from the islands and they reach the core, there is a chance that they might be alive?
If they fall in the mud. But I never saw the core, so I have no idea.
I see. Thank you for sharing all of this. And I do believe you. I don't have reason to not believe you, because there are no books that prove otherwise. So a theory is better than no theory, right?
I mean, the others didn't believe me because what they learned from the schools and the books was that there was nothing before our world. only darkness.
But then, how would the world be created? That makes no sense.
I was there. They weren't, and they say it was God's. I mean, gods are. They can do some stuff, but if they created the world, it was way before that.
Thank you. Thank you. I think I'm gonna write all of that down so that I don't forget. And she like scrambles through her pockets and then she just like starts writing down everything in bullet points. Just so she can remember to like journal it down properly when she gets back to the ship.
I ask, why does the government hate you so much?
Me in particular?
Yeah.
Because I am older than the government. I am older than the new world. So I know part of the truth. And that's why they wanted to get rid of me. What I don't understand is that they just let me be for 500 years and then suddenly not 500 years, maybe 450 or so.
Well, whenever we're done with this island, would you like to come with us? If that's
Oh.
okay with the party.
Absolutely not.
No?
Not one bit. I am free here. I have my home. It's nothing special, but I live in peace. I have my freedom. No one chases me on this island. Why would I want to leave?
Well, your whole community just got wiped out.
If they'd like to, take the children. But I'll stay.
Would you be okay by yourself, though?
I have lived hundreds of your lives. I think I'm fine.
Well, if they wish to come with us, they can. But that's something that you three should settle among yourself. For now, I think we have some fertilizer to find.
And island to explore.
And island to explore.
I'll be perfectly honest. With how everything has tried to kill us here, I think he'll be fine. He's not dead. He'll probably be fine.
I'm not a great fighter like you guys, but I don't have to be a hero. I am satisfied. I am just some old guy.
But we do have an organization that can keep you safe from the government.
Oh, you mean the triangle?
Yeah, you know about the triangle?
How could I not? I lived in their base until they threw me out.
They threw you out?
Yeah. Or, well, to be perfectly fair, I don't think you can call it that. We had our differences, and at some point they told me that I would either have to change some things or that I would have to leave, and I decided I prefer to leave. And that's what I did.
Well, you're welcome to come join. Come join the triangle anytime.
I think I'm fine.
The offer stands.
Okay.
May I ask, sir, is there anywhere that you recommend? How do I put this? As island travelers, a must see location on this island? Just scratching my head.
I mean, this is not really a tourist highlight. This island, I'd say. It it depends on what you would like to do.
Find knowledge and resources. At least I think that's.
If you want to find resources, you should probably go to the settlement in the north. So they only have basic stuff as well as the main goal is to survive. And if you seek knowledge, you should search the old city, the old ruins. And I think that I have heard somewhere that there is an old temple far up in the north of the desert.
Is there anywhere that you've always wanted to go but haven't gone? Like that temple?
I didn't really want to go to the temple. Some say that there is a burning mountain on this island. That always sounded interesting, but I never got there.
A burning mountain?
Yes.
What does that mean?
A volcano?
I think you wouldn't know what a volcano is.
Okay, fair. True, because floating. Yeah, okay, yeah, make fair. No, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
So, where would be the next place you say we should go?
I think I would like to explore the ruins.
You said you wanted to find fertilizer. You could go to the marshlands as well. So if you wanted to go there, I would plan for a longer trip. As it might not look like it, but one inaccuracy in this map is that the settlement where we are right now is a bit further west. So the entire island is larger than it seems on this map. But yeah, that's I think these are the places that that I would recommend to you. The settlement, to trade, the ruins and the temple for knowledge, the burning mountain because why not, and the marshlands for resources and fertilizer and whatever one might find there. Also, there might still be other interesting stuff in the mountains that I don't know of. I mean, you were there to fight the beast, and you said you found a necromancer. I that might be worse to look around there. I mean, he must have a reason for why he chose that place to make his scientific stuff.
Scientific stuff. There is a possibility that there was more for us to see in that mountain. We did sort of just leave, and for good reason. But if that necromancer's really gone, and he's probably gone because he was just a bored asshole, we could go back there, see if he left anything of
Value.
interest, value. Yeah,
There was this door that we couldn't open.
it's true. Oh, you know, Peter did offer us explosives. See, we should always take explosives.
The barrel of gunpowder's still in the cave.
I would really love to go to the ruins first, if that's okay.
Yeah, I feel like whatever was behind that door, he locked it up for a reason.
And I just would love to know more about the civilization that was on this island before they deemed it a perfect place to put all things cursed and purged. Because if there was civilization here before, maybe we can find out why things ended up the way they are now.
I do have a question for you, old man.
Yes.
Is there any way you can mark on our map places where a big airship could land?
I'd say you gotta be careful in the mountains, but apart from that, outside of the forest, the giant rainforest with the gigantic trees, it shouldn't be that hard to find places to land.
Shall we return to the ship and then just land to the southeast of the ruin? That sounds like a good place to land the airship, and maybe this way we can explore more easily and we can head to like the marshlands as well.
And we can travel a whole lot easier.
I'm okay with that if everyone else is.
But yeah, sure. Ooh. What could go wrong?
And worst case, we just land and travel by foot the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, I know that you don't want to leave the item, or the island, but how about a ride on an airship?
Young friend, how do you think I got here?
Just kind of put my head down and nod.
Also, if you want to go to the southeast of the island, it would be quite the journey to get back here. So, I mean, it's been half a century since I've been on an airship, but still probably wouldn't be the best of ideas.
That's fair.
Well, until next time, have a good life and try and survive while on this island.
Sarah nods, puts her hands together and bows a little bit.
He kind of bows with only his head. He nods. Then I wish you the best of luck, and in case we don't see each other before you leave this island, farewell.
He speaks Elvish, right?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Can I say goodbye to him in Elvish?
He smiles and nods at you and replies in Elvish as well. Matthias also bows very respectfully, and Gerda just looks at you.
I tell Kadir to come on.
Gerda looks disappointed once more.
I tell her in Elvish, I'm sorry, but I got to take my pet with me.
She nods. Alright, so you leave. Where to?
Back to the ship.
Back to the ship. Alright.
Yeah, back to the ship.
It takes another 2 hours to get back. On your journey, you have to hide one time as a giant dragonfly shoots through the forest at speeds where you're wondering how it manages not to hit trees. But then you get back, you see Peter just finishing the compost, throwing all the stuff in the biological waste.
I yell, "Hi, Peter.
Hello.
You ready for another job?"
Always. What can I do for you?
We're moving the ship.
You had me build a compost out
I'll
of
load it.
heavy logs so that it is sturdy.
We'll load it onto the ship. Don't worry.
It's
who
just
we?
logs. It's just logs. How do you want to load it onto it? It's whatever.
Can I check around real quick for some sort of like animal poop or something? I forgot fertilizer. It was on the list. I completely forgot.
And we might come back, Peter. You never know.
I would say we actually might come back to this place. So your work definitely hasn't gone to waste. It's just that we found out that the map that we were given, the island is a lot bigger, and we have confirmation that there are a lot of great places where we can actually land the airship. So to get around easier, it's better for us to take the airship than walk by foot. But that doesn't mean that we're not gonna fly back to this place to have it set up as our main base still, because I still think that the trees give a really nice cover when we don't want to be out in the wild and open to potentially get attacked by anything.
You guys, I'm gonna go get some fertilizer real quick. I'll be right back.
Again, I'm sorry, but this island is huge.
Pack up. I'm ready to go whenever.
Okay, I pack up my tent.
Okay, Orsalon, you want to look for animal waste?
Yeah.
Make a survival check.
Should I just grab a newspaper or something?
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
A 9. Um,
Just grab
You-
newspaper.
you find something that could be deer or rabbit waste, but it could also be just a handful of dirty pebbles. You don't really know.
Can I help him?
Sure. Make
You
a
can't just
survival
wild
check.
shape.
Oh,
And answer the
make it
question?
worse. I got an 8. Never mind. I didn't help at all.
2 bears poop in the woods.
Oh my
Yeah, so you find stuff that could be waste, but it could also just be dirt.
Yeah, I get advantage on survival checks, but that's only to track. But I'm not tracking anybody, right? I'm just looking. I'm tracking poop.
Yeah, I'd say that knowing animal waste is a big part of tracking animals, so I'd say you
Oh.
can do that as at an advantage.
Oh, that's much better. 21.
Okay, yeah, you find. It takes some time, but you find loads of poop.
Poop.
How
Okay,
much
perfect.
would you like to take with you?
I want to grab some leaves and just scoop up like a handful, just like a handful and just kind of squeeze it in the leaves, make it like nice and compact.
And throw it in the compost bin?
No, I'm just gonna hand it to Peter. I told him I'd bring it back for him.
That
Oh,
is
I don't think
what?
that's a good. Ooh.
And
Oh, I
he
told you
carefully
I'd bring you back
opens.
fertilizer. You said that George needed fertilizer.
Ooh, yeah, thank you.
god.
And he holds it closed. I'll leave that to ferment for a moment, and he puts it in the compost.
Yeah, I would have put it in the compost pile, but we gotta go, right? So, I mean, we do need some for George, so you should probably
Oh,
take it with you.
I mean the dirt that I took for George for the pot is fresh dirt from out here, so it should have plenty of nutrients for the moment.
Okay, perfect. This was really hard to find. You wouldn't believe what's rocks and what's poop out here.
So,
Oh, okay.
is everyone else ready to go then?
Yes.
I want to go grab some mistletoe off the edge of the camp. There's a big bush, and I want to grab a lot of it.
All right. Make make a nature check. I'd say. To see how much you can get.
17.
All right. So I'd say you get about 30 berries.
I'm okay with that.
Nice. All right. So the way we're gonna do this is similar to when we arrived. We need one person or maybe two that get tied up in the security lines and wait out here until the ship is running and ready to go, and then you just get the anchor lines and come back onto the ship as fast as you can, as quickly as you can, and the security lines are in case you don't make it quickly enough, and so that you don't stay behind, basically. All right. Who wants to do that?
I'm not so subtly looking at Iraq.
I'm just kind of looking at Iraq and blinking.
Why?
I do still think there should be two, because while Aura can fly, I don't think she'll be fast enough to untie both of them at the same time. So the lightest one should probably do it, because in case that they don't make it, we can easily pull them up.
All right. Then everyone else on the ship, please. And he goes to the cockpit to start up the ship.
But who's the lightest one?
I think it's either Ocelon or Finn, because there's no way it's Sarah or Sobek.
I think it's Finn.
Think it's me?
Yeah.
How heavy are y'all?
You know, I just imagine you're just a little guy.
I'm just like, I'm a guy.
I figured this out once before. Let me figure this out.
I mean, Sarah is 6'9". She's tall.
But how heavy?
She's stone. She's a Goliath. What do you expect?
But how heavy?
That's not a question you're asking a woman.
It's a question I'm asking a valued party member.
Heavier than Finn.
But how heavy?
That's all you're getting out of me.
What?
I just say I volunteer to be the one down on the ground and help.
Okay.
The other two are not good.
Oh wow, let's go send him to be with Sobek to be with Iraq. They get on so well.
All right,
feel like
so
they'd really be in their element with all those ropes, you know.
the humming of whatever mechanism holds the ship aloft begins to get louder.
Okay, guys, remember to untie the ropes and not tie each other, okay?
The ship coming to life.
Wow, judgy.
And it begins to slightly hover.
I start untying.
So you're both in tied up in security lines, I guess. You did that.
Well, I am. I don't know if she needs it or not.
All right, so Iraq, are you tied up or not?
No.
All right. Then to untie the anchor lines, I like a dexterity check from each of you, or sleight of hand, rather.
Hey, fantastic news! I realized that there was a spot in D&D Beyond for me to write where I am. I at 220 pounds. 100
Holy
kilograms.
shit, you're so big.
18.
How tall are you?
Okay, that's
6'1".
fine. Iraq?
186 centimeters.
12.
Okay, so that's fine as well. And then a dexterity check to get back to the ship.
5.
Uh-oh.
22.
Okay, so Sobek, you're back on the ship in no time, and Iraq, you kinda run, kinda hop towards the ship, and it just begins to hover higher and higher. It raises and raises, and then it gets further and further, and it accelerates. It gets faster than you while running. What would you like to do?
Can I be throwing some rope down?
I thought I would still have the rope that I was untying that allowed the ship to leave in the first place.
Yeah, but that's a long line.
Right, but as long as I don't let go.
You could be yeeted along the ground, yes.
That's true, yes.
Yote.
Yoded?
You get yoted.
I mean,
So
isn't her flying speed like 60 feet or something? Is she really
yeah, that's why I'm saying her running speed is slower than the ship right now.
Well, then I can take the rope with my feet and start flying towards the ship.
You can do that, and you catch up pretty easily.
It just doesn't look graceful.
I mean, with the rope in your claws, it might be tricky to land on the ship, but you manage. It's not majestic or anything, but it works.
And I look at Finn. See, we can get along. Not great, but we get along.
All right. So Peter comes to you. Okay, now that we have a bit of distance to the island, where do we go exactly?
We go to the east, southeast,
Southeast of the island. All right.
Sarah takes the map out and she marks down where they were, and then she points out the spot where she wants them to go, which is like pretty much like southeast of where it says ancient ruins.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I think this would be a good place for us to land because we were told that we should check out the ancient ruins and the marshlands.
All right, all right. Yeah, I don't know how long this will take. A couple minutes, I think. Maybe half an hour. But then, do you think the ruins are visible from up here?
I'm not sure. We haven't seen them actually, so we'll have to see, I think.
Okay, I'll just fly along the island in an eastern direction, and if I don't see it until it turns north, I'll just tell you. But if I see something that could be the ruins, I'll call you as well so that we can look for a landing spot if you're fine with that.
Absolutely. Thank you, Peter.
Alright, then see you in a moment. And he goes back
See
to the
ya.
cockpit.
Sarah's probably like plastering her face to the windows, like looking out, wanting to see the island.
Yeah, you see giant trees for quite a while.
Fair.
Anyone else want to do anything while you're on the way, or
I just want to.
would you like to proceed to the cutscene? Yeah?
I want to go to the cockpit and just try and reach out to the bearded triangle again.
The bearded triangle. Alright. You turn on the radio and you hear static. You try to find the right frequency, but nothing happens. Static still.
I just say into it, Sobek calling out. And then give up.
Alright.
I'm gonna hold on to George to make sure that he doesn't fall or anything.
He's at the door to the cockpit where he gets some sunlight, so
Oh, I want Kadir to be like next to George. Like just about to be putting his spit dribble into George.
he smells George. and looks at you, confused.
I'm like, that's George in Draconic, and you can spit at George. He's target practice for you.
Aw, look, he's watering him.
Isn't his spit acid?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know exactly what type of character you want your dragon to have. I wouldn't have spit, but that's your decision.
I never said he hit George. I just said he's spitting around him.
I mean, you said target practice.
Yeah.
Target practice means he tries to hit him.
He has very bad aim while the ship's moving.
Alright, alright. Okay, anything else?
Now, if Kadir on his own wants to go target practice while the ship's docked and nobody's guarding George, that's up to Kadir.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, this is like completely unrelated, I know, but I'm just gonna say that if anything ever happens to George, I will try and kill everybody, okay? Just thought I'd put that out there. I really like that guy. He's like the best friend I've ever had. And seriously, if anything happened to him, I would just absolutely lose it. Sorry, I just kind of felt the need to do that. I don't know why.
That's Finn's villain arc. Alright.
The old man
Who's gonna
did
pat
say.
I'm just gonna pat Finn on the back. Me too, buddy. Me too.
Matthias did say those who are closest to you end up betraying you.
George is gonna betray us all. I swear.
George is the big bad evil guy. Um. So you fly along the island, and at least on that border of the island, the south border of the island, the forest goes on for quite a while. It at some point the trees begin to be not as tall as in the heart of the forest where you were. And it begins to thin out a bit. And you pass over a river and you see the waterfall just vanishing into the clouds at the edge of the island. And then you see hills and plains for a while. And then you look then you look further east and you realize the ruins are quite visible from the air. You see these giant obelisks of smooth, shiny, made up of a very smooth, very precise formed, shiny material. It reflects the sunlight. Some of them are fallen over and kind of look shattered. And you see weird, thin looking, dark beams sticking out of those broken parts. But they seem pretty intact to call them ruins. I'm looking at the ground plants are starting or have taken over quite some height of them. But they seem to handle that pretty well. They still seem pretty sturdy, pretty intact, and not the way ruins that are as old as those typically are more withered and not really visible at all. But this is pretty obvious.
I think we're here, guys.
Gorgeous.
So I think this is what you were talking about?
Yeah, but can we park the ship a little bit away from there, just in case it's not safe?
Sure. Ground looks pretty flat from up here, so I think we shouldn't have too many problems. How far would you like to go?
I asked the group, how far do y'all want to walk to the ruins?
I feel like we're pretty good at the whole walking thing.
So, how many miles do y'all want to walk be away from the ruins? Because we don't know if it's evil or not.
It's like if you say the ground is flat, is there like some sort of like alcove or clearing in a way where like would be a very good place to park the ship, or is it just all open field?
After the ruins, the planes go over into the marsh pretty soon. So it's not perfectly level, of course. It's still natural, but the hills are pretty slight, so you could probably land in most places.
Okay, but like there's no cover for us, essentially.
Apart from very small hills, no. If you stand right at the bottom of a hill, at the foot of a hill, people on the exactly on the other side would not be able to see you. So they're the hills are, you have height differences of, I don't know, 40 feet from top to bottom.
I say we find a spot in between some of these hills so we have at least partial cover.
Yeah, that sounds all right to me.
And like I don't know how far that would be from the ruins, essentially, but yeah.
Try and find a good spot for the ship.
I mean, as soon as you're a bit higher up in the ruins, the ship would be quite obvious. But the lower you are, the harder it is to see anything that is close to the ground. So, I would prefer not to land too far into the marsh, as the ground is very soft there, which is very bad if you want to anchor a ship there. But apart from that, I don't care.
You're the pilot. You land us in a safe spot.
All right. And he steers the ship closer to the ground until you hover about 10 feet up in place, and he waits for you to anchor the ship.
How do we do that again?
Unlike a rock, it's your time to get shine.
You jump off, and you take. This time you don't have big rocks or trees, so you take the anchors with you, which are basically rods that you have to slam into the ground, jam into the ground deep enough to hold the ship,
My
just
my
as you would do
strength
with
is
a
negative
tent.
1.
I'll volunteer to do this.
My
Sarara,
bones are hollow.
you're probably the next strongest.
I think that's actually Finn, but sure, I can go.
All right,
I'm a
so
monk. I'm a monk. I'm more dexterous than strong, but
so you jump down.
You're a Goliath though.
yes.
You two jump down. Okay, then that is a dexterity check for the jump.
Just use your weight to anchor them in. You wouldn't tell me it earlier, so I assume it's big.
Is that a saving throw or like a normal attack?
To land, I'd say no, it's a check. You jump.
Okay.
So
24.
you could do
Thanks.
you could do acrobatics as well if you'd like to.
I think I'd rather do acrobatic.
Sobek, what was your
Oh
roll?
my god.
I roll with 24, so I'm good.
Oh, you're good. You land on both feet basically at the same time. It's like a mountain slamming down on the ground.
Can I
Sarah,
try and
not
catch
so much.
try and catch Sarara?
I have a 7.
You jumped almost at the same time, and you have the anchor in your hand. So, Sarah, you land on your right foot first, as it's the ground is not perfectly level where you land, so your right foot hits the ground first. You kind of twist your ankle and fall down, and you take 1 falling damage,
Okay.
and your ankle hurts.
Well, no shit.
I find a good spot to anchor down and try and anchor.
Yeah, it's just the ground, so you ram the rod into the ground as deep as you can. Make a strength check, please.
16.
Yeah, okay, so you jam it into the ground and you hit it 2 or 3 times to ram it in further, but then that's fine. Sarah, make a strength check as well, please.
15.
Same thing. It takes a couple hits, but then that's good. You get a bit of distance, and Peter lands the ship. Turns the engine off, basically, whatever it is, whatever it does exactly. And you're there. About 700 yards from the ruins.
I'm like, Kadir, come with me. Peter, stay on the ship, please.
Yep. That's what I was going to do anyway.
Hey, make sure to fertilize George now.
How many nutrients does that bush need? Normally you fertilize fast growing plants about once a month or once a week maybe, and then the plants you fertilize once a year. How often do I need to fertilize this bush?
The little dragon was spitting on the bush, so I
mean-
think it might have washed it out.
You could ask it.
I can't ask it.
Can't?
Wow,
or
rude.
won't?
I cannot talk to a bush. I mean, I can talk to the bush, but the bush is not gonna talk back.
Not with that attitude.
Nature speaks if you listen.
Bush, are you hungry?
Yes.
If you wanted me to believe that the bush was the one talking, you might have wanted to be in the same direction from my point of view as the bush.
Well, I'm like everybody. Like Matthias said, who knows what could be in these ruins? Gear up and be prepared for a fight.
I think I'm gonna just eat my good berry, honestly, to get my hit point back.
Apparently, all I have to do is run up to people and touch them with this rock.
Did you pull the rock out?
Hey, Rock, want to touch rocks?
Yeah. Come here.
I see the rock and I just start growling at it and backing up.
Alright, guys. It's time for an exploration. And she like rubs her hands together because this is her element. She's so ready to explore these ruins.
Sobek, heads or tails?
Tails.
It's heads, okay. In combat, you will now be... I don't know for how long, but in combat you will now be permanently frightened of the rock.
Just the rock, right? Nothing else.
Yeah, that means you can't move closer to Iraq
I'm 100%
or
okay with
whatever place the rock is in. That is lore now.
I ask a rock, can you put the rock back on the ship, please?
No can do, but it's staying in my pocket.
I'm like, okay. And I'm just like whimpering and y'all see I'm a little afraid.
Tail between the
It's
legs.
okay, big guy.
Yes. Yes. tails in
Everything-
between my legs. Full on growling at the rock. And I'm like, and I'm even having Kadir growl at the rock as well with me.
Sarah gets between Iraq and Sobek and just kind of like pats both Kadir and Sobek and it's like, it's alright. It's alright, big guys. Let's go explore.
I just start walking as I'm like running away from this rock
Towards the ruins or away from them?
towards the ruins because that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
I can make it look like something else if you want.
Oh, you
that
could
help?
make it. You could make it look like a really pretty necklace or something.
That's true. I have distort value, and it's small enough that I could make it look like something else.
You could just fool Sobek into thinking that it's not the rock.
It's true. I could turn it into a fancy piece of jewelry or something.
Yeah.
Like a ring for my feathers? Or a brooch or something.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
A cloak clasp.
How do you pick anything up?
Would I still feel the energy that it's giving off though?
Maybe.
Even if it was disguised. Since it did torture me for hours on end.
Oh, do you not have hands? You have arms. No?
You do.
Since the direct physical connection between you and the rock was over, it didn't have an immediate effect on you anymore. That was all just psychic. So as long as you don't know what it is, you wouldn't realize probably. But if you knew, you would have a weird feeling around it, at least, I guess.
So they're all speaking about changing it, but I'm hearing it. So
Oh wait, I thought we were like talking out of character. Sorry.
Oh no, I think Finn should definitely have been asking in character. You have hands?
I mean, you can see that I do.
Oh, this is a lot to take in.
I get my bow and arrow ready, just loaded and ready to fire at anything.
Right. So you all go to the ruins then?
Exploration time. Let's go.
The closer you get, the more you realize that those ruins, those giant obelisks of whatever shiny material that is, are way bigger than you thought at first. They are giant. At their bases, 1,000 feet or more, and they are they go very high up. As you walk in between them, you begin to realize that you don't even see the entirety of them, as they seem to go quite a bit underground as well. The way that the way that the ground goes up to what you now realize are windows with glass. You get the feeling that they must have sunken somehow or have been buried by that catastrophe that ripped the world apart.
Oh my.
Oh.
Apart from that, the valleys between them are sometimes very, very broad, sometimes not as much. But everything is grown over. It has had quite some time. So everything is full of plants and green stuff. But you don't see anything else. No, nothing. No creatures apart from the plants. And the buildings are just silent. It's kind of eerie, even. They are so large that it kind of feels wrong that they emit no sound whatsoever. And when you talk, it echoes in between the buildings.
Is there ways for us? Like, are there entries? Can we go inside?
Oh, in many places, the windows, the glass is broken, so yes, you can get in pretty easily.
Are there just normal houses, or do we see like any other buildings that would look like different, or more like larger or more significant?
They all look pretty similar. They all are, from top to bottom, it appears that the walls are made of mostly glass, mostly windows. It looks nothing like anything you've ever seen before. You realize they are buildings, but that's about as much as you can gather, as everything else is new.
Can I do a perception check and just to see my surroundings and try and pick up on anything out of the ordinary?
I'd like to do that too.
Sure.
I was gonna ask if I could do primeval awareness.
What does that tell you?
So
What
that
races?
tells me aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead. We're not in my favored terrain anymore, so it's a mile.
You don't feel any. Wait. Nope, you don't feel anything.
Nothing. Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, undead. Nothing in a mile. Okay, I feel pretty
Nothing.
Nice, nice nat 20. Yeah.
Net 20.
I got 17 as well.
So Sobek, as I said, you have to get used to the reflections of the light to not get blinded every now and then. But apart from small critters, you don't see anything. Sarara, you every now and then you feel a very, very, very faint tingle on your skin. Like it reminds you of the feeling that you get when you wear woolen socks and you walk over a mat.
Static electricity.
Static?
Yes. You wouldn't call it that because you don't know what static electricity is, but yes, that feeling.
I feel a sizzle. That's all she says. Because she's just so fascinated by her surroundings. I think she's just gonna try and walk into the closest building.
Just like look at her, like what does that mean?
I'm like, y'all want to go inside a building or stay outside?
I'd like to go in. I want to explore.
I feel pretty comfortable here, you know. I don't feel on edge or anything. Let's go look around.
All right. So you enter a building through a broken window. The dirt that poured in has a slight slope, so you step down about 2 feet. And you look around, and there is no light source apart from the sunlight that is coming in through the windows. But it's still pretty bright, as the floor is a very, very light shade of gray. The walls are white. The ceiling is white. You see weird casings running along the walls, protrusions of a different material than the wall itself is. You see wooden desks and chairs that look very weird. They have like a fabric, a cloth on the seat and on the back, and the rest of them is made of a weird dark material that is kind of soft but still hard. You can't really... You can form it a bit. But it always goes back to its original form, and it's pretty hard. And they have one foot that is spread out like a bird's foot at the bottom, and there are little wheels on the foot, so you can push the chair around, and they turn. You realize that they turn.
You think Sarah's gonna try and sit down in one and then just spin around herself?
It is very soft. You sit down, and it is wonderful. It's not as hard as a wooden chair, and it's like you have a cushion on the seat, and it's great. And you can just with your feet on the ground, you can still move around and all without getting up, and it's amazing.
She literally just like keeps spinning around herself, going like wee.
I yell, "Is it safe to enter?"
I'd say so.
I guess I go in.
So like literally just see Sarah like in her chair going like wee.
Pushing herself around, spinning.
Yeah, she's just turning.
Just spinning, okay. Okay, so everyone who enters, make a perception check so that I can make out what else you find.
What the fuck? I got another nat 20?
I got a nat 20 as well.
22. We're very perceptive.
12.
What is happening?
What am I
Online
supposed?
dice.
What am I supposed to say? You find everything?
I don't know.
Yes.
You find the meaning
Yes,
of
that
life?
is.
Also rolled a 20, but it wasn't.
Exactly. Oh, you're the DM, can't argue.
I mean, in summary, you find 42.
Yeah.
All right. What would you like to do when you enter the building?
After I've had my fun with the chairs, I just want to see, like, is the room that we're in, does it like open up to more area? Are there like stairs? Is there?
It is a small room with 2 desks and a closed door, which you don't know where it leads to.
I would like to try and open the door.
It opens.
I'd like to invest.
And it leads to a hallway. What would you like to invest, Sobek?
I'd like to investigate the deaths.
Okay, then make an investigation check.
14.
On the desk, you find a cube with colors, little squares. A cube with, and each side has like 9 little squares in different colors.
Rubik cube.
You open the drawer, and what you find there is a short and thick stick, but it seems to be made of metal. and it has a little button at the end and glass at the other end. And that's about everything you find on that desk.
I'm like, I have no idea what any of this is, guys. Are we tripping or is this real life?
Well, I think this is a city from a civilization from the old world. At least it seems like it. So, who knows what kind of relics they had back then? Maybe we should see if we can take them back? Also, there seems to be more to this building.
So you take the weird stick with the button and the cube with the colors? Or
If Sarara wants to carry it, she's more than willing to carry it. I'm not taking anything out of this ruins.
Yeah, sure, I'll take it. I'll take it. So, just so that I can translate this for myself. So that's a Rubik's Cube, right?
yes. But it's a colorful cube. You don't know what to do with that.
Okay, okay.
You
I can investigate it when I get back.
exactly. You haven't tried anything. You just took it. And what looks like a very small club with glass at one end and a button at the other.
Glass at one end and. Huh?
Can we press the button?
Would you like to press the button?
I'm pressing the button.
How do you hold the stick while you press the button?
I have no idea. I just hold it in my hand. Outwards.
You press the button and the other end of the stick suddenly turns very, very bright and puts the dark part of the room into bright light.
It's a light spell.
It's magic.
It's a rod that contains a light spell. That's amazing. Do you want to hold on to this, Sobek? Or shall I?
No, you can keep it. I'm not. I do not trust anything in these ruins.
I
They're
see.
cursed.
Okay. I'll take it. Sure. I added both items to my inventory.
All right.
Let me see. I'd like to try this. And she takes the magic light spell container,
The light stick.
otherwise known as flashlight. And she presses the button and lights down the hallway.
All right. So exactly on the other side of the hallway, on the other wall, right when you come out the door, you see it right in front of you is another door, and both sides you see one more set of doors respectively. One of the looking to the right, the hallway ends then after the set of doors, and if you look to the left, you have that set of doors, and then it opens up into a large room.
Ooh. There seem to be more rooms to explore. Let's go.
So
She just
where
kind
do
of
we
like
go?
waves for them to follow her.
You want to go to the large opening or to one of the other rooms?
I think ideally she wants to go everywhere.
All right, then would you like to do this with a lot of detail and look around and have me describe what you see, or do you want to do this the fast way, where I just have you roll and tell you what you find?
I think we just do it the fast way, because I don't want to hold up too much of everything. Is it perception?
Yeah, okay. I'll have you do one more roll for everything, and then, yeah, perception.
Okay. Don't fail me now. Oh, 13, not bad.
I rolled a 13.
Roll twins, yay!
I don't really think I'm looking for anything. I'm just gonna follow.
I'm weirded out, so I'm just gonna follow and make for sure everything's okay.
All right.
Oh. Eric got a 20.
Not bad. So you go through the rooms, you go through the desks, through the drawers and all that, and what you find is you find a small cup, mug of some sorts, but it's not made of how you would know it, wood or ceramics, but metal. And inside there is a small piece of metal that resembles a key. While you go through the drawers, you realize that one of them is locked, and you try the key, and it opens. And inside you find a rectangle about that big, very thin, of some white material with a green stripe on it. On top of the desk, besides the mug, you find a small box made of some kind of parchment or something with weird smelling white sticks inside. Quite a lot of them, about this long.
Can I try and bite one off?
Are you sure that is what you want to do?
I know what it is. It would be very funny, I think.
You want to bite off?
I think I'm gonna spit it out immediately because I don't think chalk tastes very good. But
Oh.
yeah.
You sure it's chalk?
Is it not chalk?
Go ahead and bite it.
Would you
A
like
weird
to bite
smelling
it?
white substance
Weird
in
smelling white.
sticks.
Yeah.
What?
No, go ahead. I want to
Have a
see
little nibble.
Would you like to bite off?
Is it like hard?
You're
No,
made of stone. Come on. You can
not really. You can squish it a bit.
I can squish it a bit. I don't think I want to bite it off anymore.
You were so confident before.
Yeah, because I thought it was chalk. But that's when.
Good idea.
Can it be? Because I thought I heard Henry say that it was solid. That's why I was like, oh yeah, it's totally chalk.
No. The container where they are in is made of some kind of thick parchment. And the sticks are white and slightly squishy. At one end, a little harder than the rest of it, but still squishy.
I would like to submit that Rena's metagaming right now. Should just bite the damn thing.
Yeah, I'm like
bite it.
Sora,
No, because
bite it.
no,
You
listen.
you
listen,
won't die
I
from it.
misheard. I misheard. Okay. I am tired. It's almost midnight, and I misheard what the DM was saying. I'm not metagaming.
Doesn't
I don't even know
matter
if
if
I'm
it's
using that
chalk.
term
Go
correctly.
for it. Just bite it. But as soon as it's not chalk, it's gets. Maybe I should be cautious about this and maybe not put it in my mouth.
You don't. Do you know what chalk is?
Right, this is what I mean. Yeah.
Like, Kadir
I mean-
immune to poisons. Should we feed it to him?
I was gonna try something funny, and now you guys are getting on my ass when I change my mind and calling me metagamer.
And
Fuck you.
the third thing that you find on the desk is a plate, a rectangle plate about that large, that is white around the border, and the rest of it is dark.
Can I bite it? Not the plate.
It is this thing is solid. You try to bite it, but it is hard. You
No.
can't bite
not,
off.
Not the plate. The white thing.
Oh, the white thing. Sure. Which end would you bite? Would you like to bite off? The one that is a bit harder, or the very squishy one?
Can I sniff it first?
Yeah, you can sniff it. It smells very. It smells dry, a bit. It has an earth-like smell, kind of. Maybe very dry old herbs mixed in the aroma. It smells not too bad.
Am I able to nature check this and identify what the herbs are?
You don't really see what it is. I mean, it's still packaged in that paper like stuff.
I'm gonna bite it.
Which end? The squishy
The
end?
soft one. The
Okay.
squishy.
You bite it off and you chew a bit, and very quickly the aroma turns from bitter to very sharp, and it stings, and you spit it out, and the taste doesn't go away, and you feel your mouth and your tongue begin to tingle.
Why is our party developing an oral fixation?
These these herbs aren't good. But I kind of want more. Can I bite it again?
You, I mean, from the smell of it and the taste of it and the effect of it, you realize what it is. You don't understand why it is packaged in such a weird way, but it is tobacco. You know what tobacco is. People still smoke, mostly in pipes, but they still smoke. So, yeah.
I'm gonna can I keep this little package?
Sure. It is
Awesome.
white and red with black runes on it that you can't read. Yeah, and the hard plate. Would you like to take that with you, or would you like to leave it? It also seems to have a small button on one side.
I'll ooh.
Try press the button.
Yeah, I won't press the button.
You press the button, and the dark face that it has comes to life, and it shows weird white runes and what seems to be the illusion of a large plane of water with land in the foreground. Sand. You see sand, and then just water until the sky meets it at some point in the distance.
Is this the world that the old man spoke of? Is this a portal? Can we travel there?
Finn tries to put his face in to go through the portal.
I think Sarah tries to touch the screen to see if she can like go into it.
You try to put your hand to the sand, and you touch the surface of it, and it suddenly turns grayish, and you see 3x4 small dots with runes in them.
What? Is this like some passcode to unlock the portal? Shall we look for clues?
I think we just need to move on. I don't know. This is weird stuff going on here. I'd rather leave.
Can I push the button again?
It turns dark once again.
What? But it's a portal.
Friends, maybe we should take this back to the airship with us.
Can we try and find more clues to see if maybe we can find a way to crack the code to unlock the portal?
Can we go through the rest I have here? I have so many things. Oh man. You go on.
Well, you can't prepare all that stuff when you have a character in your party that is literally the most curious fucking soul on this goddamn earth.
What do you mean I can't? Obviously I did.
Well, we're gonna be here for a while, man. We're gonna be here for a while.
I'm just gonna leave her and go on to the next room.
I'll see all of you in the last word. I'll be sitting here with Rena until then.
Oh, I forgot the last word. Thank you so much for reminding me.
All right. The next thing you find is a squishy, very thin, yellowish square in a translucent packaging of some sort.
Aww. I squish it.
It's squishy.
Is it good squishy?
It feels satisfying.
I take it.
Alright. You find another box of from that parchment-like material, but this time when you open it, there are little plates inside, with plenty little buttons. On the backside, it is. It looks kind of metallic, with runes on it. Repetitive runes.
Push buttons.
You press one of the buttons and something falls out of the backside of it. A small white round thing. Stone, maybe.
Push more buttons.
More white little things fall out. Until you pressed all the buttons and you now have that empty, weird blade. And a lot of white.
Can I smell on the white thing?
Doesn't really have a smell.
Can I just like dip my tongue on it very carefully?
Doesn't really taste special. Almost like nothing. Has a very, very slight taste that you can't really describe. Very neutral.
Just shrug and move on.
Okay.
You should just move
I
on.
actually-
If you
I
can't
actually-
eat something.
I actually couldn't figure out what that was, but here's a description. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
You could eat it. Could bite it.
No.
No?
No. Why
Alright.
would I?
Are the little white things squishy, or are they?
They are hard.
They're hard.
you-
They're horde.
They're hard. They're not
Real
squishy.
horde.
Horde.
They're real horde.
Yes. Would you like to press one of it?
Press one of it?
Yeah, between your fingers, like.
Yeah. I want to go.
Okay, so it takes quite a bit of force, but then it cracks and turns into a white powder.
I like it.
Doesn't taste like anything.
What is that?
Kinda. It doesn't feel as powdery as you would have thought. It just dilutes with your
Can I pick up?
spit, and
Can
well,
I
then it's
pick
gone.
up another one?
Yeah,
Can I throw it at Orsalon?
yeah.
Throw it at Orsalon.
Ah. Can I try to catch it?
With your hands or with your mouth?
You know what?
Make a dexterity
With my
check.
All right.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to catch it with my mouth. I rolled a 15.
Yeah, easy. You invented the grape trick.
No. What is this thing?
You now have that weird hard thing in your mouth that doesn't really taste like anything except it's a bit powdery.
Are these? Can I
I,
out of character? Are these pills? Like
Yeah.
what's gonna happen? Okay.
These are painkillers.
I
Ibuprofen. I noted down ibuprofen. Yeah, so
really
Buttons. Oh.
you push it around in your mouth a little bit and it seems to dissolve slowly, but
I'm gonna spit out the rest of it and take another bite of one of my little white sticks.
okay.
But
Go
you
for
know it's tobacco.
But
Well, I
really
guess-
want it though.
I guess Oswald is now a smoker.
it.
But like,
No, he.
probably
Chewing tobacco. That's.
Hey, I'm not
Oh,
I'm not
man.
smoking. I just want to chew the stick a little bit.
Alright, so the next thing you find is what looks like a small stand, and on it there is... It looks weird. It's like a bar with two long flat bars on each side, one on each side, and on the other end, or those are almost in the center, and on the thinner end of the middle stick, you have 3 smaller plates, 2 to the side and 1 going up.
Huh?
I feel like I blacked out. Would you mind describing that again, please?
You have that basically a stick with one end that is thicker and one end that is thinner, and then more pretty much at the center you have 2 pretty long plates to the sides, and at the thin end you have 2 short plates to the sides and 1 short plate that goes up.
The fuck is this?
Sorry, do you want to try to bite it?
I think I just want to pick it up.
Give
To
it a
like
little
look at
shot.
it from different angles. Yeah.
You pick it up and look at it from different angles. It is hard. It is made of some hard material. But it reminds you from the proportions of it. It kind of reminds you of a bird. But it's
Is
just
it heavy?
yeah, well, yeah, it's made of some metal kind of stuff. It is not that heavy. It is not as it is not very large, but it weighs something, yeah.
Out of character, real quick. Is this like a model airplane?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Iraq, is this
Interesting.
you?
Everything I have here, I have to describe how you would perceive it. So that's why.
Yeah. I think that's like the fun part about it is that we're just like out of character trying to piece together what it is that we're seeing.
Yep.
I will tell you that the thing I was drawing in my mind was not a model airplane. I don't know what it was, but I was like, what the fuck even is this?
At first I thought it was like a monitor arm, but then it made no sense with all the plates going away from it, and I was like, wait, is this a model airplane? Oh,
Oh, I scratched my neck, and I
Oh,
hit
no.
some nerve that makes me cough.
oh shit.
Ah,
I
that was
draw it into
weird.
I'm like, these ruins are crazy, guys. Can we leave? I
fact
don't
that-
understand any of it.
The fact that this hasn't been explored and that there are so many things left seemingly untouched here is insane to me. There's so much
you haven't
knowledge to be gathered.
what you have realized by now is that you haven't found anything that is obviously valuable. No gold nor no jewels.
I mean, we found the magic.
No
light
jewelry. Yeah, but it didn't look that special before you pressed the button.
stick.
The next thing you find is a bit bigger than what you find what you found yet. And it is placed on a desk, and it is a box with a door on the front, and next to the door you have 2 buttons at the bottom and a turning button at the top. And the door is dark. and some kind of rope is coming out of the back of the box and goes into the wall.
Try to turn the button.
Yeah. You turn the button.
Does something happen?
No.
Press
It
the button.
while you turn it, it turns in small parts. What do you call that? It clicks basically when you turn it. Click, 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 click.
I'm gonna push the buttons at the bottom.
Okay, you push the right button, and the dark part suddenly becomes a bit brighter, and it begins to emit a whirring sound. And you look at the door, and you realize that you couldn't look through it, and behind it you see what looks like a round plate that seems to be turning. And you see that the button that you turned before returns to its original position, and suddenly the whole thing turns dark again and stops whirring and goes off with a.
I punch it. I'm frightened. I punch it.
It smacks against the wall and doesn't react in any other way.
Ah!
Oh my god. Oh my god. How does this even work without electricity?
It's got a rope out of the back end of the wall, Rena.
Don't forget the
But
area
these are
was-
ruins. This makes no
area was
sense.
charged
Where's the
with-
source coming from?
The flashlight and the iPad work as well.
I mean, the flashlight can be battery powered.
Yeah, okay, the tablet as well.
Yeah.
So
Tablet, I
maybe
thought this
the
portal
building
went
maybe the
on.
building is battery powered.
That would explain
like
why
how
I
you
was
finally
feeling.
asked that on like an egg timer. I guess it was an egg timer, which is like the only thing that doesn't need power.
I thought that was
It's
a
a microwave.
microwave.
Oh, was it a microwave?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a little egg timer.
Why would an egg timer have a door?
Oh, that's true.
A see-through door with a circular thing that spins inside while it goes.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
I was looking at your picture of whatever the hell that is.
Also,
The description of the model airplane, okay?
also everything that you find, you can note down for yourself and just take it for I don't know what, no? So
I'm not taking that thing. I'm beating the shit out of it.
that's
Yeah, I don't think.
that's fine. I didn't mean that specifically. I meant everything. The next thing
I
you
kind of. Sorry to interrupt you, but just to like get through this faster, in that aspect, do I
We're
find
almost
any
done.
sort of paper or something like a code that would unlock the iPad?
You actually do find some kind of paper. You find, or not paper. You find a couple sheets of a very very thin fabric, which is grayish green in color, and you have runes in two of the opposing corners that resemble the runes that you saw on the portal thing, and a face in the middle of a weird old human man with a dark beard. And there are more runes underneath the picture of the man.
Is this a money bill?
Yeah, you found a bunch of dollar bills.
I think I'm gonna take that just to see if I can try and figure out what these runes mean.
You find 4 of the bills, and they all have the first rune of the portal thing on them.
Hmm.
Just to be clear, we're not eating these.
You can write down you have $4 now.
Okay.
And the last thing you find on that floor is another weird stick of metal. But that one is thicker than the light stick, and it doesn't have a glass side, and its button, the button that it has on the end is to this slightly to the side of it, and it's bigger. And it has a weird point on next to the button, basically. On the side of it.
Press it.
It lets out some weird gas.
Huh.
But it smells good.
It's not really fresh in the air, you know.
Oh.
You know, it smells pretty good.
Would you like to take it?
No, thank you.
Oh, okay.
I you know, just I don't. If I took everything that smelled good, I don't think we'd get anywhere. So let's just. I'm fine. Remember when I punched that thing? I'm still a little rattled. Okay. I kind of like the smell.
Okay. So then
Can,
yeah.
can I do a nature check to figure out what kind of smell this is?
Sure. You can try.
16.
It smells very fresh, but kind of sweet. But it smells kind of fruity, but you can't really discern what fruit it smells like. It smells sweet and fruity and very fresh.
It smells so good.
And then behind the last door that you open, you find a stairwell going up. You go up and you open the door, and you are in a large room with a smaller room in the middle of it. The large room goes all the way around the smaller room, and the smaller room has no windows, one door which is locked, and next to the door you have a small protrusion out of the wall with a small red light on it, and on its face, in the middle of the face of it, you have an engraving that looks like the weird white sheet with the green stripe on it.
Can I go up to the door and try and lock pick it?
You search for a keyhole, but you don't find it.
Wait. And
Then
Zara runs back to the room to grab the card that they found.
Oh, I thought
Can I
you brought it with you.
No.
can I
But I'm
cast
gonna like
on edit.
she's gonna run back and get it and then try and find a mechanism to like somehow use it on the door.
Can I just cast thaumaturgy and make it open?
What would you like to do with thaumaturgy? Scream at it?
I cause a door or window to fly open or slam shut.
Has to be unlocked though.
Oh, does it have to be unlocked?
Yeah.
I'm
It
checking it now.
it wouldn't have
He's a master with
budged.
that spell.
Literally every door in the other campaign, every door gets the treatment.
Like literally, we're like going somewhere and there's a door and the first thing he asks us is it unlocked? And as soon as our DM says, as soon as the DM says yes, I thaumaturgy that shit open.
Okay, I'll trust your words for it.
Yeah, it wouldn't have budged. Okay.
I have card. Do I investigation, perception? Do I figure it out by myself?
What would you like to do with the card? I described everything.
Okay, I'll admit I'm very tired and I only caught half of your description.
You have, next to the door, you have that small protrusion with the red light on it and an engraving that looks like the card.
Put it on there.
You hold it on there and the red light turns green and the door clicks.
Sarah looks back to the party very excited and very proud. She's like,
I open the door.
You open the
What
door?
did you do?
Alright.
yeah.
So you open the door and you look into the room and it's empty. The only thing that is inside this room is a cylindrical pedestal in the middle of the room, about hip height, and it also like the weird plate that you found. It has a dark square face on it, but in the middle of that dark face, you have a green triangle that points to the right.
Look right.
The room is empty.
Can I touch the screen?
On the triangle or next to the triangle? The dark
On the
screen.
triangle.
On the triangle. Okay. The triangle vanishes, and you have a small point appears that kind of draws circles for a moment, and it then vanishes. And in the middle of the pedestal, a small, about 2 feet high, slightly translucent woman appears. She has red hair and a black suit. And she flickers for a moment before the image of her gets stable, and she looks at you with worry and starts to talk. Hello. My name is Mila Itzkovich. I am a geologist with a specialization in planetary energy. In case anyone survives this and finds this message, not long ago, we measured all of a sudden we measured very high volcanic activity with very heavy outbursts of planetary energy. Deep sea trenches began widening, and the continents started to seem to be ripped apart. It has gotten way worse since the beginning, and it seems like the end of the world might have come. I don't think, honestly, my colleagues say that it might just be a natural cause for all the volcanic activity, and that the Earth core somehow got more active naturally. I don't believe that. I think that something or someone provided the energy for that, and I think something went wrong. Maybe they caused a chain reaction of sorts. Um, but it is a fact that the energy that inhabits the Earth gets stronger and stronger and stronger, and it seems that our planet can't contain the energy anymore. I think it might even get worse than it is right now. I don't know how far that will go, but in case that there is a catastrophe, that I don't even know why I make this. I just hope humanity survives. I'll take cover in a nearby bunker, but yeah, whatever. And she vanishes.
Guys, this lines up with what the old man was saying.
I think the old man was correct.
He's right, and these ruins are an ancient city of the old world. All the objects we found were part of the old world. Their technology that was magical. They had things so much more advanced than any form of magic that we could imagine. There are so many discoveries to be had here. Why would the government leave these ruins unexplored? There's so much to be learned here.
Because people without knowledge is easy sheep for the government to control.
This is insane. There's can learn so much from this. These ruins that they're using, they seem to be so commonly used. The power source and the machinery that we found here, this image of the woman. I wish. Can we try and find that bunker? It's been so many years. I'm not hoping to find her, but I'm hoping to find more context on all of this.
We can try and check all the other buildings, but who knows?
I feel like this won't be just a mission done in a day. There's so much to be explored here.
But yeah, I agree. Let's I don't know how that works. I'm not not really up on magic, but that seemed pretty cool. And you know, if it can help people, maybe they got some more cool stuff that Orsalon won't eat, and we can we can make good use of it.
I'm just sitting there chewing on one of the sticks. Huh? What? I heard my name? Or
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Ugh.
So with all, you spent quite some time in here. And it is early afternoon. About 2 to 3 p.m. maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't like at this point. I know that Sarah will probably want to keep going until it gets dark. But there's obviously like if every building is like the one that we just walked into, and there's like a million things to explore, like I really don't want to keep the party held up exploring every damn building in these ruins.
We should also bring stuff back to the old man to see if he knows what it is.
Yeah, like that's ultimately I think the goal that Sahara would try to achieve here is find any sort of document like papers with more of these runes. Maybe bring the iPad to him to see if he knows what it is. Or also try and find that bunker the woman was talking about. I don't know if we know what a bunker is.
I don't think you've heard that word before.
Okay, just like try and find what kind of building she was talking about, or like what kind of the cannery she was talking about, by just continuing to explore the rest of the city and the buildings.
Yeah, so you don't really find anything about that. You find cutlery and other mugs and you gimmicks,
No papers, no books.
tads and bids. You find one set of papers hanging from a wall with a lot of these runes that you not runes runes that you saw on the magic plate on the bottom half of it, and images of half naked men in weird, very thick looking black pants and jackets with yellow helmets on for whatever reason.
Chippendale's calendar, let's go!
Dark chariots, red chariots and vehicles in the background. Don't really know what that's about. And you find a couple metal, very heavy for their size, metal cylinders. Most of them have runes on them as well. Some are kind of yellowish, some are red, some are blue, some are green. And they all have a weird little metal piece ring on top.
Hmm?
But that's all you find. As I said, the rest is just cutlery, chairs, rolling, spinning chairs.
What are these metal rings? Cylinders. Huh?
I felt like I had it, and then the more you described it, I was like, oh no, I'm out.
Yeah. I think you lost us.
I'm lost in the sauce.
We can always come back and investigate all this later if we're taking it with us.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
take
can only describe what it looks like. I can't say it's that.
I'm gonna take
That
the
would be boring.
calendar.
Of course, you're gonna take the calendar. That's the most important bit.
For science purposes, of course.
Uh-huh.
I really would
Well,
trust these guys if something was burning. You know, I don't know why. I get that feeling.
How heavy are the cylinders? Can we take them back with us?
They weigh about 200 grams each.
Oh, that's not that heavy.
No. They're heavy for their size.
Hmm.
Wait, can you describe them again?
They are
solid.
metal cylinders with some are red, some are a kind of orange yellowish color, some with blue, some with green, and all of them have runes on them, probably describing what it is. And at the top, they all have that little metal ring-like piece.
I was thinking batteries.
Paul, Alter. Give me a second. I gotta turn off.
Is it Paul trolling you?
Yeah. I know him personally, so I could have
Yeah.
guessed that that would happen, but
Just ban him.
I didn't think that he would try to annoy everyone else.
Yeah, I would think it's batteries, but I don't know. So I think just like take them with us.
I could probably
And-
describe the little thing at the top a bit better. It's like a little metal plate with a ring at one side.
my brain is still stuck on the whole battery part. I think I'm like too tired.
Nice little refreshing beverage, Henry. Am I right?
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so small.
You know, do you like the bottled version or like, like cans?
I think when I'm outside and I have a nice, cold, refreshing can of Coke, I like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh!
Nice hitting between the two of you.
Oh man.
You said heavy for that. Wait, are they actually? Ew. Are they full?
They're
Ew.
not even opened.
Oh my god. Ew.
They're
I
still
don't wanna-
sealed.
Oh gosh, the drinks has had are probably not gonna be very good though.
What? It's gonna be. Oh wait, did we shake them?
I mean, not
No.
yet. I'm gonna take it back, I guess, and then figure out what it is.
Okay.
How many are there?
I mean, you found a kind of metal glass wardrobe full of them, so
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna take that many back. I think I'm gonna take like 3, just for testing purposes.
You have red ones, you have green ones, you have yellow ones, and you have blue ones.
Take one of each color then, so 4.
Alright.
Alright. Can we cut it here? Like Falcon already eat it up because he has to get food. And I'm very tired.
I didn't think it would take that long, but yes. So I'll just say you go back to the airship. With all the stuff that you found, and you arrive there, and the showing Peter stuff or whatever we'll do next time, because it is late, and I'd like to have a small break between this and the last word. So, that's where we leave tonight's session. Good. I hope you liked it. I think it was very funny. What I planned worked very well. And I'll see all of you out there next time. Until then,
Bye.
don't
Bye.
choose cigarettes or something. I don't know. Bye.
Bye.
Don't smoke. It's expensive and it's not good for you.